As the roller coaster we call 2020 continues, our Janine Lassant speaks with a local neurofeedback technician about mental health.
Well, first of all, tell us what a neurofeedback technician is.
So neurofeedback is a form of biofeedback. I have a business called BrainWorks, and it's direct brain training. So it's used for clients from anything from speech disorders, anxiety, panic attacks, sleep disorders. I work with autistic clients. So there's an array of conditions that could be treated without medicine and through feedback.
Would you say that you've seen more clients this year due to the pandemic?
Absolutely. And it was so unfortunate because even we had to close for a few months. And once we got back into business, we had lots of clients that were concerned with anxiety, panic attacks, depression.
So what are some advice that you can offer to someone maybe watching this segment if they're sitting at home and they do feel stuck and just like they just want to scream because they feel like the walls are caving in on them?
So, mental health is anything it's our state of being. It's how we feel. And if that's significantly different than it has been for you in the past, then that should be a concern. That's something to note. So if you're not eating right, if you're just eating different, more or less, sleeping more or less, if you just have feelings of just unmotivated, that should be reason to be concerned about your mental state because something has significantly changed. Dislikes, likes. If you really enjoyed something before, like going for a walk, and now, you don't have the motivation to go walk and get your mail, then you take note of that. And the first thing you should do is you can consult with your doctor, see a counselor.
Now you have a website that people can go to or people can get free advice when it comes to mental health.
Yeah, so I started a blog. It's called Ultimate Abby, and people are able to email me a question or concern. I do not share any information as I keep it confidential. So just the question gets posted with my answer, and that's advice@ultimateabby.com. And it's honestly been a great way I've had mostly women, some men who have emailed asking questions, and it's been a lot throughout the pandemic. So I'm glad to be able to help and give anybody just some advice even on where to go from here when you're just feeling really unmotivated and sad and isolated like we've been.
I know for myself, moving into the colder, you can feel like winter and fall is in the air and the weather's changing, and it sometimes puts you in a little bit of a funk. I know for me it does. And I always believe that movement is a key. Move. Keep your
Yeah,
body moving, keep yourself moving. It does so much for your mental health. Would you agree with that?
100%. And, just a personal for me, I have seasonal depression. So that means in the months of especially January and February, I tend to get very down. So I usually have a goal for myself within those months. And usually that's when I train for my half marathons or I do something that I've never done before to keep me motivated. But even getting outside in the winter for 10-20 minutes, even though it's cold, bundle up and get yourself outside, because once you get that natural vitamin D, you tend to feel better.